Welcome to Crawl Walk Run. Today I'm going to be talking about the MVP or the minimum viable product. The whole intention behind an MVP or a minimum viable product is that it is minimum. What do we mean by minimum? Minimum basically means it's something that is bare minimum that you wish to ship in order to gain some understanding from your customers. And it's a viable product. It's an actual product that you can ship to your customers. They can derive value out of it. It's not a video. It could be an experiment, but it's something that the customers can touch, feel, use in order to give you feedback. The intention here is to give you feedback. And we're going to learn MVP from none other than the Iron Man. So let me take you through a journey of understanding how the Iron Man built his product, which was the Iron Man suit, from the Iron Man movie all the way to the Infinity Wars. So put yourself into the shoes of the Iron Man. You are Iron Man, and I'm going to give you a situation. The situation is very simple. You are completely get out by some terrorist organizations, and yeah, maybe there are 30 or 40 of those. Some of them have missile launchers, a lot of them have guns, nearly all of them will have guns, and they are behind you. You're trapped in a cave and you have to step out. You need to make sure that you're away from the terrorists while neutralizing the terrorists, and be aware that they are going to shoot at you. You have just one friend, a doctor, who can help you in some sundry items. He's not a technologist, but sure, he can help you out with wearing the suit, etc. What are the minimum features that you want to ship for this problem statement? Let me make a guess. Maybe you make a suit which is bulletproof. Maybe you make a suit that helps you fly, but just once, because you just want to get away from the terrorists. You don't want to fly multiple times. Just enough ammunition to neutralize the terrorists at times. Maybe if somebody comes to close combat, you just want to punch them through. Or if they have a lot of ammunition, maybe a few missiles, but not a lot, because that will make the suit heavy and you'll not be able to move. You of course have to ensure maneuverability. You should be able to move. It can't be that heavy that you're just not able to move. And guess what? This is exactly what the Mark I was that Iron Man shipped in the year 2008. If you look at that suit from the purpose of the time to wear, the location constraints and repeatability, you would see that it took him nearly 3 minutes to wear the suit. He would be completely confined in the cave to wear the suit. He can't wear the suit anywhere else. He needs a complete scaffolding to build the suit, to wear the suit, and he needs assistance from the doctor in order to wear that suit. And guess what? The time to wear the suit was so long that he had to sacrifice the doctor in order for him to wear it, because the terrorists got suspicious and the doctor died. Was it repeatable? Could he wear the suit twice? Of course not. When the suit took off, it fell into the desert and it completely disintegrated. That suit was never built to be worn twice. Was it bare minimum? Do you think you can add a couple of more features to it? Do you think you want to remove a particular feature? Do you want to fix all the bugs? Like if you see the movie again, you will see that his knee was not very well welded, and one of the gunshots actually hits his knee and the knee almost buckles up. Do you want to do any changes to this minimum viable product? Do let me know, but I think so this was as minimum can get. He had flamethrowers just to neutralize the bombs around him. He had enough coverage to ensure that he can be protected from bullets. And if you see, there are some vulnerabilities in the suit. The eye area is completely vulnerable. If somebody would have shot a bullet into his eye, he was completely neutralized. But he left that vulnerability because he didn't have bulletproof glass in order to protect himself, right? So you see, that product was as minimum as a product can get. Now let's move on. Let's move on to the next set of journeys. Of course, you saw that there are a ton of issues that were there in Mark I. Once Iron Man gets rescued and goes back to his Malibu mansion, the very first thing that he wishes to solve, what would be that first thing that you want to solve in a suit like this? You want to test other features, but what is that very first feature that you want to fix in that suit? Let me make a guess. You need to be able to wear that suit in an automated fashion. The reason you want to wear that suit in an automated fashion is because you want to test it once you've worn it. Of course, you can add more features, but the real testing is once you've worn it. So you want to make that process repeatable. How do you do it? You do it using your robots. And since you have a bunch of robots in your garage, those robots can help you make that process repeatable. Do you care if it takes 5 minutes, 30 seconds or 60 seconds or even more for you to wear that suit? Of course not. That as minimum as you can get in order to wear that suit, and that's exactly what happened in Mark III in the 2008 Iron Man movie, where he still took almost a minute and a half to wear that suit, but the only problem he solved was making wearing that suit repeatable. That was the first problem. Of course, he then went on to make repeated flights, etc. And if you see that movie carefully, you will find that he could wear that suit in a repeated fashion, but he could not remove that suit in a repeated fashion. It was rather clunky. He did not remove the location constraint as well. He could only wear that suit in a garage. Time to wear the suit was still high. Only repeatability was the only fix that he made. Well, a couple of years progressed and he's been working on his suit, and this is where you see Iron Man again in Iron Man 2, where he's built the Mark V. What is the next big thing that you want to solve? Now you want to make sure that your suit can be available in whatever situation you may be. Therefore, the one thing that you want to solve is making sure that the suit can be worn anywhere. Remove the location constraint. Where would you like to put your most prized possession? A suit. Where do you put a suit, by the way? Whenever you want to carry it wherever you go. Let me make a guess. A suitcase. You put a suit in a suitcase. Does the name rhyme? Suitcase. And that's exactly what Iron Man did. If you were a product manager, maybe you would do the same. You put a suit in the suitcase in Mark V. And that's how he removed the location constraint. That he could just put his feet in the suit and the suit would come up and he would just grab the suit and wear it. And that at that moment was enough for him to neutralize Ivan, and he was able to neutralize Ivan on the racetrack, and therefore he was able to solve that very big problem of making sure that the suit is still repeatable. He's removed the location constraint, and guess what? Since he had spent 2 years while building the suit, he reduced the time to wear the suit from all the way to 3 minutes in Iron Man 1 to 30 seconds. So the time was reduced as well. But the biggest constraint that he removed was to make the suit wearing repeatable. And as I said earlier, the first thing that comes to your mind is make repeatably by putting the suit in a suitcase. So it's as intuitive as that. Well, anyways, 2 years more progress, and you see Iron Man in the movie The Avengers. And if you remember, this is where Loki threw him out of the house that he was in. Now, you are still operating in the suit, right? You're incrementally making it better. There is a big problem with that suit being in your suitcase. That big problem is it takes you 30 seconds to wear the suit. Not only that, do you carry your suit to work, your suitcase to work? Do you carry your suitcase to maybe a pub? No, you don't. So somebody has to carry that suitcase. It's a problem, right? Therefore, you want to remove that constraint of carrying that heavy suitcase everywhere. What's the next thing that you invest in? You make that suitcase be somewhere from where that suitcase or the suit can be summoned, and you can wear it anywhere that you want. What is the next thing that comes to your mind? Where would you put your suit? Let me make a guess. In a wardrobe. And that's exactly what Iron Man did in 2012, where he put a suit, his Iron Man suit, in a jetpack inside a wardrobe. And when he was thrown out of his house by Loki, he was simply able to summon the suit using a bracelet, and the bracelet basically invited the suit, and he was able to wear the suit just before he hit the floor. Anyways, a year progresses. We see the movie Iron Man 3, where he has gone all the way from Mark 7 to Mark 42. Now, just imagine, There's a problem with this approach as well. You see how the suit came, like the jetpack had to come and travel, and he had to wear the suit before he could save himself from hitting the ground. There's again a very big constraint. Where is the wardrobe? Wardrobe is in the house. What if he is in some other part of the world? Will the suit have enough time to travel all the way from the wardrobe to his bracelet? Big time constraint, right? Therefore, what did he do? He broke his suit into small individual parts, and he used some subcutaneous sensors in order to invite the suit. And guess what? When the sensors become small enough for each suit pack to come and get onto his body, he was able to solve a very big problem. He was able to gesture control the suit, as a result of which he was able to save Miss Potts when the Russian missiles hit his Malibu mansion. Again, what did he do? He used gestures to suit up. He reduced the time even further. He made the process repeatable. The location constraint is reduced but not eliminated because the suit parts are still at some place. Now let you stay with this problem. The suit parts are in your wardrobe. You want to make sure that you should be able to wear the suit from wherever you are on the planet. How do you go solve that problem? Where do you put the suit so that you could be anywhere on the planet and you could wear it? Let me make a guess. A satellite. And that's exactly what you see in Mark 44 in the year 2015 when the Age of Ultron was released. If you remember, this is where Iron Man was fighting with the Hulk in the Hulk Buster, and therefore he was able to store his suit components in a robot called Veronica, or a satellite called Veronica. So you see how the progress is happening, and you almost feel that, yeah, it's obvious, this is the only thing that I would do. Anyways, so 3 more years have gone by, and this is when you see the next suit by Iron Man in Avengers Infinity Wars. I'm going to ask you to operate on all the 3 principles. Make the suit repeatable, reduce the time to wear, and reduce the location constraint. You've tried the satellite, you've tried the suitcase, you've tried your garage. Where would you want to put the suit? Where is that one thing that you want to put the suit at so that it is the closest to you because you are going to wear it? Make a guess. It's obvious. The suit has to be somewhere around me, right? And that's where you see that nanotechnology has progressed. Therefore, I want to make the suit as close to me as possible. Therefore, I just press the button on my arc reactor and the suit is part of my arc reactor. And I am able to wear that suit while I'm maybe talking, walking, whatever I'm doing. And therefore, you see, by the time we talk about nanotech, and is of course enhance the suit significantly by using the nanotech to even make more armor or make more particles within the suit that can be offensive to the antagonist. Look at those 3 again. Has the time reduced significantly? I would say yes, but not significantly enough, because even when he taps, there is a very big problem with the suit, right? What if his hands are neutralized? What if somebody is attacking him from the back? How does he know that he has to tap? Therefore, there is a big problem with the suit as well. However, even with those constraints, if you see the natural progression of the suit, is the location constraint minimized? Absolutely. The location is right here. The suit is with me. Is that process repeatable? Absolutely. He can repeatedly wear the suit. Has the time to wear the suit reduced? Absolutely. However, as I said, there are still some constraints, some problems with the suit, which you may see in the next version of the Iron Man suit, how they change once we find a new Iron Man for ourselves. The big learning here is, if you see the entire series of Iron Man, you will see that Tony Stark is focusing on that one problem and solving that one problem as an experiment. Do you think when he made the suit fit inside the suitcase, he thought that that is the ends of it? This is exactly how I want my North Star of my suit to be? No, absolutely not. The technology evolved. Do you think when Iron Man 1 came out and he had that suit, did he fix every single bug in that suit in order to make sure that he's able to fly off? Absolutely not. He made the suit congruent to the problem that he was solving. These are some very big learnings for us while we build our own products, that we should be able to think very clearly as product managers, what is the minimum viable product that we want to ship, so that we can learn the most from whatever we are shipping and by the usage of a product. Especially learning from our customers. What's the minimum that you want to ship so that you can learn from your customers effectively? Well, the jury is out, and you've just learned from one of the best product managers that I have known in my life, the Iron Man. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and do share with me if you have some more insights from the Iron Man, or for that matter any characters of the MCU, because I'm a big fan. I would love to know how you would apply your product management learning from any of these characters or even otherwise. Thank you so much for staying in, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.